It's a 2022, same year as mine. It is a MT82 car, so it does have a Procharger on it. I haven't popped the hood yet. All right, so today we're gonna do a little car shopping, kind of. So I recently found online that they have a 2022, same year as mine, Coyote, at a local dealership down the highway. The only difference with the car is it's black. It's an MT82 car. Obviously, I have the 10-speed, but this thing is Procharged. It's got a Procharger on it. Going Procharger was one of the routes I was interested in going, either that, turbos, a Whipple, ESS, that has yet to be determined, but I at least want to go take a look at it. It may be a vehicle here on the channel, I don't know, but I'm at least going to go take a look at it, take it for a drive, get my overall opinion of it, and see if it's something I want to pull the trigger on, or two, if Procharger is a route I want to go. I'm going to go take a look at the car, test drive it, and if I decide to not go that route with that particular car, the car is definitely still available. So if I don't snag it up, I'll put their information here, and you guys definitely go take a look at the car, because I haven't seen it in person, but it looks awesome. So I'm going to go take a look at it, take it for a spin, and get my overall opinion of it. Now, when going Procharger, you do need to get crank support with it. Not everyone gets the crank support when they get the supercharger kits. It is recommended. You don't need it off the bat, but it's more like preventative maintenance. Obviously, for anybody that has ran a Procharger before, it can just save it. So I don't know if the car has that. I don't know how the car was treated. When you buy any car that is modified, highly modified, you don't know how it was treated. You didn't know the condition of the clutch, the transmission, especially going with the MT82s. Those things are prone, obviously, to have issues. So all these are questions I don't have the answers to. So again, that is one of the reasons why I'm not sure if this is something I want to purchase or to pursue. The payment on this car is good. So that's another thing that is nice. I think it's a 2022 MT82 Coyote with a Procharger. I want to say it's priced at only $39,000. 22,000 miles on it, 23,000. So it's not too bad. But again, I don't know how it's been abused. Obviously, I mean, if you put boost on a car, it's been used and abused to some extent. So we're on our way there. On our way there now to find all that out. All right, so I just pulled up here to Bill Ford, place I've been to before, where I've done the video on the Dark Horse and the other 2024s when they came in. So I talked with the salesman. His name's Adam. So they don't know if they can currently sell the car because it might not be emissions legal. And don't quote me on this because he's not 100% sure either from what he told me. I'll show you the guys the car here in a second. They might not be able to sell the car with the Procharger on it. I don't know if that's true, but if that is the case, I told them somebody might be interested in said Procharger. So we're going to take the car. I'm going to pull around over here so we have some more space. So here it is. Yeah, it's a 2022, same year as mine. It is a MT82 car, so it does have a Procharger on it. I haven't popped the hood yet. Now, I don't know if this used to belong to one of my subscribers or anybody that is in the Mustang community here in the area, or previously knows who had this car. It does have a cowl hood. It does have a little bit of imperfections on it. It has a little bit of damage, but that and a little bit of hail damage on the trunk, but you know, that can be popped out. That's not that big of an issue. But I want to start it up and pop the hood. All right, so I had to put the camber down to get the hood propped up. So yes, it does have the P1SC Procharger, but they did tell me, because of the fact it's not emissions legal currently, I can't drive the car. I can't take the car out for a drive. So sucks, but at least I wanted to at least come take a look at the car. Also, if anybody that might be interested in this car, if they do keep the Procharger on it, this is, in my opinion, not a bad buy. They're priced at $39,000. Does have a little bit of hail damage on the trunk, but it doesn't look like it's something that can't be repaired. But I was hoping I could take this out because it does have the Procharger on it. I wanted to see how it felt with the boost, but it is what it is. It does have a digital dash though, which is nice. Oh, yep, it's loud. Oh yeah, that sounds nice. You hear that blower? Oh! I almost ran my ass over. You guys saw that. So it's got just over 23,000 miles on it. Mine's got 14,000 miles on it, so it's got like 9,000 more miles than what's on mine. Premium with the digital dash, but it's the MT82. Grabber blue though. I've had black, I've had all black cars before. GT500 was black. They're just a bitch to keep clean. Alright, so I just went to look underneath the car. This has Flowmasters on it. Basically, no muffler at all whatsoever. I don't see a reason to have to pull off the supercharger. They said they're going to put the car... They may be putting the car back to stock. I hope not. But as I said, if they do have to pull the supercharger off... There's a Grabber blue one here that needs one. So if they... I told them if they have to pull the supercharger off, depending on what they do with it and when price they might sell it at, I might be interested in the Procharger. So we will see. Now on 93 with the Prochargers, I think these can probably, with the P1SCs, usually they put down somewhere right around like 700 wheel. I'm assuming it's right around that. I don't know who tuned the car. I don't know what tune is on it. So that for myself is another thing. When you buy a car that is modified, especially when you put on an aftermarket parts like a supercharger, turbos, that kind of thing, you just, unless you know the previous owner or they have history, which they, from what my understanding is, they don't have any of that history of who it's tuned by, if it has a tuning device in the car, which I haven't seen, all that is all unknown. So I was hoping to come down here and test drive it, but as I said, I can't because what they have to do with it and everything like that, which I understand, which is a bummer. But for myself, I don't know if I'd want to buy a modified car with a supercharger on it because you just don't know the condition of the engine, the condition of the transmission, the condition of just everything in general, and how it was taken care of. Oil changes, used and abused, all that kind of stuff. You just don't know any of that information. Now, they went through all this work to put on the Procharger, and they decided to keep that on. I don't know why they would not just yank that off. That's the first thing they did. As soon as I signed the paperwork, I just pulled it off. That was just, it's hideous. Yeah, it looks much better with the Procharger, but curious why they decided to leave that on. Let's see if there's like a tuning device or anything in the trunk. Does have a subwoofer. This one doesn't even have the spare tire. Okay, so mine came with the spare tire. This one has just that. So that's interesting. Didn't have a spare. Anything in here? No, I assume everything. A lot of times the previous owner would just leave that in the car, but because usually they're married to it, and I see nothing in the car. Start with it again. do you like the digital gauge? Mine doesn't have that, so that is a nice touch. Mine is just the analogs. So get the AC going. Holy crap. Now, obviously a lot of people that are here that are watching this don't have any problem with buying modified cars. But just speaking from myself, I don't know if that was something that I would want to do. Even if I wanted to buy the car now, they won't sell me the car just because they, from what it sounds like, they don't know what they're going to do with it. So even if I decided, hey, let's sign the paperwork, I don't know if I could as of right now because I just got the car in. But I would, that is something that they just won't even be able to do right now, even sell it to me as is right now. So it sucks. I do love the sound of those. You can get the Prochargers ordered with the quieter gears, but a lot of people go with the louder gears in those. I don't think it has crank support. I think it's all just the Procharger kit and the Flowmaster exhaust and whoever it's tuned by. I don't know who it's tuned by. So anybody that is watching this, if you guys know this car, who is it tuned by? Is it a dyno tune, an email tune, Palm Beach, Lund, whoever? Let me know, man. I'd like to know because I don't know anything on this car, and it sounds like they don't know anything on this car at all as well. So, but for anybody that is interested in this car, if they do keep the Procharger on, put it back to stock, whatever, if you're interested, I will put their contact information right here. You guys can contact them unless they pull it off, depending on what they sell that for. That might go on blue, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But I doubt they're gonna pull it off. I don't see any reason why they would pull the Procharger off of it, because when I sold them my GT500, I put an aftermarket supercharger on that. They sold it, so I don't see any reason why they would pull that off the car. But hey, I mean, it would look good on mine. Yeah, so I don't know if you could see, I mean, it is dusty, but it does have like a little bit of hail damage. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but along the trunk line here, it does have a little bit of damage. I don't really see it on the hood or on the roof line, but on the trunk line here, you can see if the camera can pick it up along there. But that looks like it's repairable. It doesn't really seem like it would be something that would be unfixable. But to put in comparison, this is the factory spoiler that was on my car, if you even want to call that a spoiler, compared to the GT500 style spoiler. Much of an upgrade than this sorry excuse of a spoiler. The tires are Goodyear 265s front and rear. Doesn't look like they're staggered. 265, 3520. Yeah, it's the same front and rear, so it's just as mine. You got the same front and rear size, so it's not staggered. And right in there, you can see the Procharger heat exchanger right there. You see that Procharger logo. Get the AC going. Only reason why I started it as I pulled out of the parking stall right there. That's, he says, you just can't take it out on the road. It's fine. The clutch feels fine. I mean, it feels like a factory clutch. It doesn't feel aftermarket. But man, that whine of the blower, man, I love that. I love the sound of the Prochargers. It does need a massive paint correction, ceramic coated, all that stuff. PPF. Doesn't look like it's had any of that. It does have swirls in the paint, so that has to be taken care of. I don't think, yeah, it doesn't look like it has PPF. Usually it's just the front of it and like the mirror caps. It doesn't have any of that on it. Definitely paint correction. Got to get a little bit of the dents out of the trunk from the hail. Maybe that's why they put an aftermarket hood on it. Maybe the hood got destroyed from the hail, but why would you do that and not fix the back of it? I don't know. But wish I had more information on this, but that's all I know on this car right now. Then you can just walk back over to Old Blue here. So much better. Except it doesn't have sound of a Procharged. Alright, so another topic. If you saw the last video I did where we were at the Shelby Car Show and then we did the laps around Texas Motor Speedway, I mentioned the next video I do, we are going to get together with Anthony, the guy with the black, or not black, it's like a antimatter gray. It's whatever the color of his car is. I don't know off the top of my head. Anthony, for watching, I can't remember. Anyway, he has the MT82 Gen 3. We were planning on going down to Mexico to go do some pulls. That was going to be our next video. We're going to do that next weekend because yesterday was Father's Day. We just didn't have the chance to do that, because of which, so we're going to get him, James and Henry. I know James wants another rematch against Henry, and most of this was ideally for Anthony because he just got his tune. So if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you guys hit subscribe. Anthony wants to see how his car, his tune, his MT82 stacks up against, I got Palm Beach, James's Lund. I want to say Anthony says he, Rob Shoemaker. I forgot who he said it was. So he has a Rob Shoemaker tune on his car. So it's going to be kind of nice. He's going to have Rob Shoemaker, my Palm Beach, James's Lund tune, and then whoever the hell Henry is tuned by with his Infinity Red Sport. I think that's what they're called. So we're going to go back out to Mexico. That'll be coming up next video. So make sure you hit subscribe. You don't want to miss that one, because going down to Mexico, it's always nice there this time of year, and the roads are wide open. All right, everyone, picking this up here back home. Glad we went to go look at that car. I honestly don't think me purchasing a modified car is something I specifically want to do, but if anyone else is interested, the car is available. As I said, they just don't know if they're going to keep the car stock or sell as is with the Procharged on it. For me, I like to build my car from the ground up, not only for content purposes, but for my own well-being, to just me personally know how the car was handled and taken care of. But that's just me. That car, you know, very well cannot have anything wrong with the car, but for me it's just better safe than sorry. But on that note, I'm gonna wrap this up and close it up. If you guys are watching and not subscribed, please do me a favor, hit subscribe, please drop a comment, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.